High in the southern reaches of India, a truly remarkable world exists. It is nestled within the ancient mountain range known as the Western Ghats. This place is called Megamalai. The name itself, in the local Tamil language, translates to Cloud Mountain, and what a fitting name it is. Here, rolling hills are draped in a perpetual cloak of mist. They create a landscape that feels both mystical and timeless. The journey to Megamalai is an ascent into another realm. They are replaced by the gentle rustle of leaves. The sanctuary sprawls across a vast area, a mosaic of dense evergreen forests and carefully tended tea plantations that blend surprisingly well with the wild terrain. It is this unique combination of habitats that makes Megamalai so special. It provides a home for an astonishing variety of life, from the smallest insects to the largest land mammals. The forests here are ancient, with trees that have stood for centuries, their branches heavy with mosses and ferns. Rivers and streams, born from the monsoon rains, cut through the land, providing the lifeblood for this entire ecosystem. It is a place of profound beauty and immense ecological importance, a treasure hidden away from the bustling world below. The very atmosphere of Megamalai inspires a sense of wonder. This is a world governed by the rhythms of nature, not by the clocks of humankind. Every rustle in the undergrowth, every shadow that flits through the trees, tells a story. This cloud-kissed kingdom is more than just a place on a map. It is a living, breathing testament to the power and fragility of the natural world. The sheer richness of life in Megamalai is simply staggering. This sanctuary is what we call a biodiversity hotspot. That means an extraordinary concentration of species, many found nowhere else on Earth. Dense, dark shola forests, vast montane grasslands, wet evergreen forests. This patchwork lets many kinds of animals find a home, each species adapted to its niche. The sanctuary is a crucial wildlife corridor. It connects protected areas, allowing animals to move freely across the landscape, vital for healthy populations. By linking areas, genetic diversity is maintained. It prevents isolation and vulnerability. Biodiversity isn't just big animals, it's everything. Colorful butterflies in sunlit clearings, the chorus of frogs after rain, countless fungi decomposing wood, the intimate dance of a flower and its pollinator. Every organism, no matter how small, plays a role. In Megamalai, this orchestra plays a complex, beautiful symphony refined over millennia. Not an isolated park, a key piece of conservation, a bridge of life for the Western Ghats fauna. This sanctuary is a living laboratory of evolution. The isolation of the high-altitude forests has allowed many species to evolve in unique ways. These endemic species are irreplaceable. They are the rare jewels in nature's crown. Within this green kingdom roam some of the most magnificent creatures in all of Asia. Here, herds of Asian elephants move through the forests like ancient wise spirits. These gentle giants are the architects of the forest. They create clearings that allow new plants to grow. They disperse seeds over vast distances, helping to regenerate the woodland. Watching a family of elephants, from the great matriarch to the smallest calf, move with such grace and purpose is a truly humbling experience. They are the heart of Megamalai. Their deep rumbling calls a constant and reassuring presence in the landscape. And where there are large herbivores, there must be a predator at the top of the food chain. In Megamalai, that role belongs to the most formidable of big cats, the Bengal tiger. This sanctuary was recently declared a tiger reserve, a testament to the presence of this elusive and powerful hunter. The tiger is a ghost of the forest, moving with silent stealth through the dense undergrowth. Its stripes provide the perfect camouflage, allowing it to blend seamlessly into the patterns of light and shadow. Seeing a tiger in the wild is a rare and unforgettable privilege, a fleeting glimpse of raw, untamed power. Its presence is the ultimate indicator of a healthy, thriving wilderness. Another impressive resident of these hills is the Gaur, often called the Indian bison. This is the largest and most powerful of all wild cattle. A large male Gaur is a truly imposing sight, with a massive muscular body, a distinctive dorsal ridge, and formidable curved horns. They are incredibly strong animals, yet they are peaceful grazers, often seen in herds on the grassy slopes. The sheer size and power of the Gaur command respect. They represent the wild strength of Megamalai, a symbol of the untamed nature that still endures in these mountains. The relationship between these large mammals is a delicate dance of life and death. The elephants and Gaur shape the landscape with their grazing and browsing, while the tiger ensures that their populations remain healthy and strong. Each of these magnificent creatures is a vital part of the whole. Among the misty crags and sheer rock faces of Megamalai lives a creature perfectly adapted to this high-altitude world. It is the Nilgiri Tahr, a wild mountain goat found only in the southern Western Ghats. With a coarse, bristly coat and powerful legs, the Tahr is a master of the mountains. It can navigate the steepest cliffs with an agility that is simply breathtaking to witness. They are the true guardians of the high peaks, living their lives on the very edge of the world, often shrouded in the clouds from which the mountains get their name. The Nilgiri Tahr is an endangered species. Its survival is precarious, threatened by habitat loss and other pressures. They depend on grasslands for grazing and steep cliffs for escaping predators. Megamalai provides this essential combination, a critical stronghold for the Tahr. Seeing a herd silhouetted against the sky on a high ridge is a powerful reminder of what's at stake. They are a symbol of fragile mountain life we must protect for future generations. Another remarkable primate lives in Megamalai's canopy, the lion-tailed macaque, one of the world's rarest and most threatened monkeys. Recognizable by a silvery white mane framing a black face and a long tail ending in a tuft, like a lion's. They are shy and elusive, spending most of their lives high in the treetops. They are highly social, living in troops and communicating with a complex range of calls. A specialist, it feeds primarily on fruit and depends on continuous canopy of old-growth trees to move and find food. It cannot easily cross open ground, making it vulnerable to forest fragmentation. Their presence shows Megamalai's forests are still largely intact. Protecting the macaque means protecting the whole complex canopy world full of secrets and wonders. Deep within the oldest parts of the forest, another creature reveals the true age and health of this ecosystem. It is the great Indian Hornbill. This is a magnificent bird, truly a king of the canopy. With its enormous yellow and black casque on top of its beak, and the loud whooshing sound its wings make in flight, it is impossible to mistake. The hornbill is often called the farmer of the forest. This is because it plays a vital role in dispersing the seeds of many large fruit trees. It can travel great distances, carrying seeds in its gut, depositing them in new areas, helping to regenerate the forest. The nesting behavior of the hornbill is one of nature's most fascinating stories. The female seals herself inside a hollow in a large tree, using her own droppings and mud to create a wall with only a small slit. The male then faithfully feeds her, and later, the chicks through this tiny opening for several months. This behavior requires large old trees with suitable hollows, which are only found in mature, undisturbed forests. The presence of the great Indian hornbill in Megamalai is therefore a clear sign that these forests are ancient and healthy enough to support such a demanding and spectacular species. Another rare and special resident of these hills is the Grizzled Giant Squirrel. This is a large tree squirrel known for its beautiful coat of grizzled grey, white and brown fur. Unlike other squirrels, it is rather shy and spends most of its time high in the riverine forests, often building its large leafy nests, or drays, in the upper branches of trees. It is an endangered species, and one of its last significant strongholds is right here, in the forests that line the rivers and streams of the Megamalai landscape. Its survival depends entirely on the health of these specific riverside habitats. Watching one of these squirrels leaping effortlessly from branch to branch, its long bushy tail acting as a balance, is a delightful sight. It represents the quiet, hidden life of the forest canopy. The fact that Megamalai provides a sanctuary for such a specialized and threatened animal highlights its immense conservation value. The wonders of Megamalai are not limited to the large or the easily seen. Some of its most remarkable inhabitants are small, nocturnal, and incredibly rare. One such creature is Salim Ali's fruit bat. This species is so rare that it is considered one of the most endangered bats in the world. It was named after the legendary Indian ornithologist Dr. Salim Ali. This bat has a very specific and unusual diet, feeding almost exclusively on the fruit of a single type of fig tree. This extreme specialization makes it incredibly vulnerable to any changes in its habitat. Salim Ali's fruit bat is a creature of the deep forest and the night. It is seldom seen, but its existence here is of profound scientific importance. It represents a unique evolutionary path, a creature perfectly in tune with its environment. Protecting this bat means protecting the entire web of life that supports it, especially the specific fig trees it depends on. The forests of Megamalai are one of the very few places on Earth where this remarkable bat can still be found, making the sanctuary a priceless vault of biological rarity. The uniqueness of Megamalai's fauna extends to many other groups of animals as well. There are amphibians and reptiles found here that exist nowhere else on the planet. New species are still being discovered in these hills. Scientists might find a new species of frog with a unique call or a lizard with unusual coloration hidden away in the leaf litter or a damp crevice. Each discovery is like finding a new piece of a grand puzzle, adding to our understanding of the intricate workings of life in the Western Ghats. This sanctuary is a living laboratory of evolution. The isolation of the high-altitude forests and grasslands has allowed many species to evolve in unique ways. These endemic species, the ones found only here, are irreplaceable. If they are lost from Megamalai, they are lost from the world forever. Beyond the tigers and elephants, the forest floor and the dense thickets of Megamalai hold other secretive and fascinating animals. Among the most skilled hunters here is the leopard. This cat is a master of adaptability. It is smaller than a tiger, but no less formidable. With its beautiful spotted coat providing perfect camouflage, the leopard can hunt in a wide variety of habitats from dense forest to the edges of plantations. It is an opportunistic predator, preying on everything from deer, from monkeys, from smaller mammals, and even birds. Another of the sanctuary's most intriguing residents is the sloth bear. This is not your typical bear. It is a shaggy, black-furred creature with a long snout and powerful claws. These claws are for ripping into termite mounds and rotting logs. The sloth bear's primary food is insects, which it noisily sucks up using its flexible lips and a gap in its front teeth. While it may seem comical, the sloth bear can be unpredictable and must be treated with great respect. It shambles through the forest in search of its next meal. The sanctuary is also home to several species of deer. The most common is the sambar, a large, stately deer with magnificent antlers. Sambars are often seen near water sources, their dark brown coats blending with forest shadows. There is also the smaller, delicate barking deer, the muntjac, named for its sharp, dog-like call that echoes through the hills when danger is near. These herbivores link plant life and predators. Their vigilance measures the forest's health. The leopard, the sloth bear, and the deer are essential characters in Megamalai. They support the great stars, tiger and elephant, and complete the story. Each species has its role, its niche, its way of life, adding richness to the sanctuary. They are the shadows and whispers that make the forest feel alive. Their presence keeps the ecosystem balanced. Hunter and hunted, grazer and browser, all together in this mountain paradise. To truly appreciate Megamalai, one must use all of their senses. It is not just a place to see, but a place to hear, to smell, and to feel. You might hear the incessant buzz of cicadas. You might hear the melodious whistle of a Malabar whistling thrush. A sound so human-like it is often called the whistling schoolboy. In the distance, the loud booming call of a troop of Nilgiri langurs echoes through the valleys. This is the Symphony of the Wild, a constant and ever-changing performance. The sounds change with the time of day. Morning, the cheerful chorus of birdsong as the forest awakens. Evening approaches. A new set of sounds begins. Frogs and toads start their nightly concert at the edges of ponds and streams. The air itself carries the sense of the sanctuary. After a rain shower, the rich, clean smell of wet earth and decaying leaves, the sweet fragrance of wild jasmine. This rich sensory experience creates an overwhelming sense of wonder and connection. It reminds us we are not separate from nature, but part of it. The existence of a place like Megamalai in our modern world is nothing short of a miracle. It is a sanctuary in the truest sense of the word. The Bengal tigers, the lion-tailed macaques, the Salim Ali's fruit bats. They are a treasure that belongs not just to India, but to all of humanity. However, this precious sanctuary is not immune to threats. The survival of Megamalai depends on our collective will to protect it. It requires the dedicated work of forest guards, the research of scientists, and the support of communities both local and global. It requires us to understand that the health of this ecosystem is linked to our own well-being. The clean water that flows from these hills and the stable climate they help to maintain. It is about fostering a sense of stewardship and respect for the natural world. This is our sacred duty. When we look at the misty peaks and lush forests of Megamalai, we should see a promise. It is a promise that there is still room on our planet for wildness and wonder. It is a reminder that with care and foresight, we can coexist with the magnificent diversity of life that shares our world. The future of this hidden kingdom is in our hands.